The sun set over the quiet village of Umuoma, casting golden rays over the hills and illuminating the sacred Uji tree. Life in Umuoma was orderly, governed by strict traditions and the will of the gods. Among the villagers was Obinna, a handsome and ambitious farmer admired for his work ethic and charm. He had recently returned from the neighboring town with dreams of building a prosperous life. During one of his trips to Efo Market, he met Ozioma, a soft-spoken young woman with striking eyes. They felt an immediate connection, an unexplainable pull toward one another. Conversations turned into visits into stolen moments, and soon their love bloomed in secret. Their affair was fiery yet discreet, for the people of Umuoma were quick to judge such passions. When Ozioma confided in Obinna that she was pregnant, his joy knew no bounds. He pledged to marry her, unaware of the storm brewing in the shadows. Ozioma's pregnancy brought unexpected attention. As was custom, her family sought the counsel of Enzudenko, the village dibia, to bless her unborn child. But when Enzudenko sprinkled white chalk on the ground and peered into his divination pot, his face paled. The air in his shrine grew heavy, and the flames of his altar dimmed. "What do you see?" Ozioma's father asked anxiously. Enzudenko remained silent, beads of sweat forming on his brow. After a long pause, he declared, "This union is an abomination. Obinna and Ozioma shared the same blood. They are siblings." A gasp echoed through the shrine. Enzudenko revealed that Ozioma and Obinna were the children of a wandering man who had fathered Obinna with his first wife before abandoning her. Years later, he sired Ozioma with another woman in secret. Neither sibling had known of the other's existence until fate cruelly brought them together. The revelation shook the village. Elders summoned Obinna and Ozioma to the square, where the truth was laid bare. Ozioma wept bitterly, clutching her growing belly, while Obinna stood frozen, his dreams shattering like clay pots. Such an abomination risked the wrath of the gods. The elders decreed that a ritual cleansing must take place to purge Umuoma of the sin. Enzudenko led the villagers in a 3-day ceremony under the Uji tree, where sacrifices of livestock and libations were offered to Oni, the earth goddess. Ozioma and Obinna were stripped of their adornments and bathed in a sacred river to purify their spirits. They were ordered to live apart for the rest of their lives, forbidden to speak to one another again. Months later, Ozioma went into labor under the care of the village midwives. She delivered a son, a child whose birth bore the weight of ancestral curses and divine decrees. The elders sought guidance from Enzudenko, who proclaimed that the child must serve the gods to atone for his parents' transgression. He was named Chikwodo, meaning God has spoken, and was dedicated to the shrine as a living sacrifice, not in death, but in service. As Chikwodo grew, he showed extraordinary wisdom and spiritual insight. He trained under Enzudenko, mastering the sacred rituals of the gods. By the age of 16, Chikwodo was a powerful dibia, feared and respected in Umuoma and beyond. In his role, Chikwodo became a bridge between the gods and his people, a reminder of the gods' justice and mercy. Through him, the village found peace and prosperity once more, and the sins of the past faded into whispered stories told around the evening fire. Ozioma, though heartbroken by her separation from her son, found solace in knowing he was destined for greatness. Obinna lived in quiet penance, his once bright spirit dimmed. And so, the gods' balance was restored, leaving Umuoma stronger and wiser.